Good afternoon and thanks for joining us for Living Local, your lifestyle show for everything Charleston. I'm Ashley Meservey. It's Medical Monday here at East Cooper Medical Center. Today we're discussing diet and exercise before and during pregnancy.
Medical Monday, sponsored by East Cooper Medical Center.
So today we're talking about diet and exercise before pregnancy. So tell us about some of the ways that you can prepare your body before you get pregnant.
Okay, so we recommend before pregnancy being in the best shape possible. And this means, regular exercise, good nutritious food, drinking lots of water, seeing your healthcare provider yearly to do any kind of testing to make sure you don't have any underlying medical conditions such as thyroid disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, because going forward with pregnancy, it can complicate those and make them worse. So it's important to get a baseline and know where you are. That way you can improve those conditions before pregnancy.
I always think that I've had friends who say to me, I don't want to get in shape before because I know I want to, start trying again. So it actually is important that they're in their best shape.
Of course, because when you go to do the delivery part, they say it's like running a marathon for your body. So it's really hard and strenuous on the body, so it's important to be in a good, healthy condition before pregnancy.
Okay, so let's say you're pregnant. How do you know what type of exercise is okay, how much?
So we say if you're already in an exercise regimen and you're doing something, 5 or 6 times a week, we want you to continue to do that. We want you to stay in shape because your body is used to it. And they recommend 5 to 7 days of 30 minutes of exercise daily for individuals. If you are not someone who's working out but you become pregnant and you want to start an exercise regimen, we recommend starting slow, like starting out at 10 minutes and a brisk walk, and then kind of gradually increasing. We don't want anyone to jump up and jump right into the gym and start doing things that they haven't done previously.
So do you have kind of a list of foods that you can eat or that you recommend they eat? What are some of those?
So during pregnancy, we want you to have about 300 to 500 extra calories a day for a healthy pregnancy. And then we want it to be rich in vitamins and fruits and vegetables, protein, low-fat dairy.
Chocolate sundaes and stuff like that is not what you're thinking about.
every once in a while you can treat yourself, of course. But we recommend, staying away from the big fish that have a lot of mercury. So king tao, shark, anything that has a lot of high mercury count. We want you to have 2 to 3 servings of fish a week. Making sure you're drinking lots of water. They say 8 to 10 cups a day, but if you're exercising and sweating out all of that extra fluid, then you need to consume more. You want to stay away from lots of caffeine.
I was just about to ask that. What about the caffeine?
Yeah, 200 milligrams a day, which is comparable to like a cup of coffee a day, is what we recommend. It's also important to make sure you're heating up all of your lunch meats, deli meats, till they're sizzling hot, cooking all of your meats all the way through, no more medium rare steaks. Some of those meats can harbor bacteria that can cause sickness in you, as opposed to when you're not pregnant, it wouldn't have any harm. So we make sure that everyone cooks all of their meats all the way through. What
is typically a good amount of weight to gain?
We say for the normal BMI between 25 and 30 pounds. If you're at a lower BMI, we want you to gain more 30, 35. If you're at a higher BMI, we want you to gain more like 15 pounds. So it just depends on where you are pre-pregnancy as far as how much we want you to gain during the pregnancy.
So what's a normal BMI?
Between 18 and 25 is a normal BMI, and that's based on your height and how much you weigh, and there's a calculation to do that.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I think we got a ton of information, and I really appreciate you sitting down with me.
Thanks for having me.